Hey folks, doing a little tutorial for our chapter 3R exercises. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to go straight into our studio. So you're going to want to go ahead and open up our studio. Then you're going to want to go up to the top left, click on the drop down and click on our script. Once you've done that, this window will open up. You want to click on save, and I've already started saving, so it'll open up a box for you to name your exercises, and it will become a .r file that you can save on your computer, so you can go back and open up. So what I want you to do is probably name it chapter 3 R something, something easy for you to find later. All right. Now there's two pieces of R. Down here is the console. You can type in here. However, I want you to get used to typing up in here. Again, all you do is open up an R script by doing this drop down, or you can click File, New File, and R script. We can also, eventually, if you want to learn more about this, there's all kinds of stuff that R does. But for this class, we're going to do the basics. All right. So getting help, you can type in help, and here comes all the buttons. All right. So you can type in help, and then it's going to ask you, it wants to know what package you need help with. Then if you were to click run, it brings up all kinds of help information. You just have to change the verbiage inside the parentheses. Okay. You can also type in question mark topic and click run. There's no specific documentation for that, so you'll have to figure it out. Over here on the side, what we call an argument is that it's a name or a character, and that's something more that we'll talk about. I know this is a little scary at first with coding, but I want you to you're just typing stuff in and telling the program what to do. All right, I just want you to think about it like that. Okay, so we're going to start off with some little functions, and you can have your Word document open. You could always paste it in if you want, or type it in. So you're going to type in 23 plus 7, and you're going to hit run. If you hit enter, it just goes to the next line. Your answer is down here in the console, right here. See, like that. Okay. So your input goes up here, and your output comes out here in the console rather. You could also type into the console down here, 23 plus 7, and hit enter, and then it will give you the same answer. However, down here in the console, it does not save. So I want you to get used to working up here in our studio in the R script, okay? Because when you create these, you can save them, so you don't have to recreate them over and over again. Maybe that doesn't seem like a big deal now, but it will later. All right, we're going to do 14 plus 11 plus 23 times 2. Okay. You can click run script, or you can also hit Control Enter as a shortcut. Okay, and that gives me the number down here. There's my answer. All right. Then I'm going to do square root. It looks like squirt, but that's just how it codes. 17 minus 1 in parentheses. I'm going to run it. Gives my answer at the bottom. And then pi, which is 3.1444444, which is 2. And let's run it. And it gives you the answer at the bottom. All right, so you're going to keep doing things like this. All right, if you want to make a space, you can hit enter. A lot of times I will do something like pound, 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 and I will write practice. Okay. And then R does not look at this as a code. It's like a break. All right. And it's something that you can learn how to do later on. But a lot of times if I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff in here, I will write myself notes. And so you just put a couple pound signs, and then you can write yourself a note like, this is the code I used for blah, 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 or this is what Dr. Horn told me to use for X, Y, or Z. All right. So it's just a little trick. I'm trying to teach you all the little useful things. Okay. You do not have to be a master at this. I don't think there is or are any masters. People are updating stuff all the time. Click save just so that you don't lose your work. All right. Now let's go ahead and try a new thing. So we are going to write answer 1 equals 23 plus 21 plus 17 plus 19 divided by 2. Okay. So what this does is now answer 1 equals this data. Okay, so now if you type in answer 1 and you hit run, you get the answer down here. Okay, and the reason we're doing this is I'll show you in just a second. So now we're going to write answer 2 equals square root, so squirt of 23, and answer 3 equals answer 1 plus, oops, not equals, plus answer 1 times answer 2. Cool, huh? All right, so I did not hit run on that one, so I'm going to run that one and then run answer 3. Okay, run answer 3. Now, if I want to know what answer 3 is, I type in answer 3 and click run. Oops. And it gives me the number down here. Cool, huh? All right. So now say we want, and okay, we also want to know what answer 2 is. So answer 2, oops, got to pay attention to where you're typing. Answer 2 and run. Why aren't you giving me answer 2? Oh, there it is right there. Okay, it's right there. Cool. All right, so now we have those answers. You have answer 1, 2, and 3. You're going to need that information for your Word document that you have to turn at the end, so just pay attention, okay? Now we'll do answer 4 is, so answer 4 equals, or this little arrow that you make, which is the greater than, less than sign and a straight across line, is 93 minus 21 plus square root of 41. Okay, so now that's answer 4. All right. In the older versions of R, we always had to use this arrow, but now you can use the equal sign, which is really nice because it just makes more sense. Yeah. I'm going to erase that out of my console. Okay, so that's answer 4. And then I want you to write in 77 divided by 5 plus, nope, not equal, plus 9 is equal to, well, or the arrow, answer 5. Okay, so this is a lot more flexible than the equal sign. You can type this in and run it, okay? And then I'm going to show you something. Watch, I'm going to copy my code with just selecting it, right click, copy. Then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so it's the same thing, right? But now instead of the arrows, I'm going to put an equal sign in there. Okay, see how if you had to change like one little thing, that's how you could do that. So I ran this code. I'm going to make myself a space and I'm going to write answer 4 and click run because I want to know what that is. Cool. I'm going to make another space and I'm going to write answer 5 and I'm going to click run. So see, I have the 2 numbers down here. Now I'm going to run this one, run with the equal sign and write answer 4, run that. Is it the same? Yep. Answer 5, run that. It's also the same. Oops. Run. Okay. So you can see there are different ways of doing it. The code still works if you're used to doing this arrow thing, which is what I learned how to do, but you can do equal, which is way cooler now. All right, click save so you don't lose it. Let's see, there's a lot of different data work you can do. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and go through the rest of the Word document that I gave you. You can click it in there, type it. If you get an error, what you'll need to do is just check your code. You can always copy and paste from what I gave you. The little arrows might be on the left-hand side of that Word document. If you paste it up here into the script, you need to get rid of that backwards arrow. All right, you just type it directly in. So I saved my stuff. You can see also over here on the right in the environment screen, you will have the answers saved. These are the values, okay? So that's really important for a really important thing to remember. All right, this is where you would get your values up here so they won't go away. So say you accidentally like delete all your code, you still have this over here because you saved it. All right, let's see, what else do we want to do? Maybe let's, did I ask you to upload that? I can't remember. Let me look at my sheet really quick. We did our practice, copy and paste it into Word, copy and paste your output. You can do the combination of some data, I think, on your own, as well as number 3. So go ahead and do that. You can practice playing around. Installing a package, that one's important as well. It's really important that you type it exactly how I told you to put it. So when you install the package called vegan, which is number 4, I'm going to show you right here. All right, so you install, if you start to write it, it will pop up for you. So you can click on that. And then I want to put in vegan. Okay, vegan. See how it put it in parentheses as well as quotations. You have to do that. If I didn't put the quotations on there, it would not work. So then I click run. Okay, so now it's going to install down here. It's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes it'll say, you know, do you want to restart our, you can do that, but you don't have to. A lot of times it works anyway. And then you want the library from that package. So I type in library and then I type in vegan here. For the library part, you don't have to use quotations. Okay, and then I click run. And so now it added my library. So now I can use the package called vegan. And what that means is it has a whole bunch of data stuff in it. So you could use analysis, all right, which was what you will need for your next exercise. All right, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to save. I'm going to stop sharing and post this up for everybody.